We're going to skip the whole, oh, sorry it's been so long, because I'm not sorry, because real life gets in the way of things. Fuck you, welcome back. This is a backstage wristband for Summer in the City, and because it's green, that means I'm a content creator, so I thought it would be polite to come back and create some content for you. So please join me on this wild adventure of my 2015 Summer in the City experiences. Whoa, graphics. I don't know how to do graphics, I'm terrible at this. Look, here's a picture of a frog. Couldn't even do that right. It was a fantastic weekend. It was really nice to go and see old friends and meet new friends and have a few drinks and go to panels and learn some stuff and then have a few drinks and then go to the main stage and watch friends of mine perform and do things that they do fantastically and then have a few drinks. So you can probably see where I'm going with this. I don't remember a lot of it, but here's the bits that I do remember. I went to a few panels and learned a couple of insightful things, and the one that sticks in my mind is Ben Cook on the YouTube Honesty Hour panel saying that when he started his channel he was a little bit offensive, which meant that when he grew an audience they sort of knew what to expect from him. He didn't have to simmer himself down like a lot of creators do when they get a big audience, and for me that was quite reassuring. I don't think I'm ever going to get a big audience because I've got no talent, but for the little audience I do have, you sort of know what you're going to get with me. Like me on camera and off camera is not that different. On camera I just smile a bit more. I got to go with everyone onto the main stage for Mr. Weeble's last song before they closed out the show, and it was he did Badges, and I just remember being really young in school and everyone listening to that song and being like, now I'm on stage with the guy who created it and like in front of a crowd. That was a little bit crazy. That's still a bit crazy to think about. I got to go to a Pokemon party. What's a Pokemon party? Let me tell you what a Pokemon party is. It's where the corporation Pokemon put on a party. This is pretty obvious so far, isn't it? It was backstage and I got invited to come along to it, and I walked in and there's a giant inflatable Pikachu and everything's blue, and the music is like the music from the games, from the Game Boy, so that was a real trip to go back in. And then there's these tables where you can learn to play the trading card game with some experts, but also there's a free bar. So shockingly enough, no one was learning how to play Pokemon and everyone was getting really drunk. So thanks very much, Pokemon, for years of fun and nostalgia as a child and liver damage in later life. In fact, I've got to thank Daniel, Dean and Bethan because they got me into the Pokemon party, and then later on that night the Mega Studios party near the O2 Arena. And that was really fun because some of the cities can feel a bit childish at times with some of the stuff they've got going on. So to get invited to, I'm about to say to adult events, Pokemon party. Whilst I really enjoyed Summer in the City, I do have some negatives that I want to touch on, so if you want to keep the illusion alive that it's the perfect event and it's fantastic, close the video now. As I say, with the parties, I really enjoyed them because they're more akin to my tastes because I'm a little bit older. The actual event doesn't have a lot going on for anyone really over the age of 20. It's quite hard to find activities and stuff to do except sit around and drink. And speaking of drinking, bottles of Grolsch were £5. Who's paying £5 for bottles of... I know it's London, but Christ almighty, we're doing it in a Wetherspoons next time. In the same way I thought a lot of the panels were more oriented towards kids, which again is fine because they're the main demographic. It just meant they weren't as enjoyable for me. A lot of the time I want to hear some industry knowledge and try and increase what I know about this as a platform, and it was all the most simple stuff that the younger generation don't really know about, which is fine. It just, I would benefit from a bit more knowledge than I was given at those panels. I also thought there was hypocrisy in some of the panels. I went to a panel about moving your career offline, and a network official said you should never stay with a network if they aren't actively helping you to grow your channel. This is a network that I left 4 months ago because they didn't do that. I'm not going to name any names or name the network, so you can figure it out for yourselves. Thanks for the party on Saturday though. But nonetheless, I had a fantastic weekend. I saw my old friends, I met some new ones. As I said, I've got to thank the guys who helped me get into a party and really enjoy myself that night. Bertie, thanks for letting me stay in your house when I couldn't get back to mine because I was too drunk. Thanks to Daniel J. Layton just for being you all the time. And thanks to Matt and Nico for coming along and hanging out with me as usual. I'm just going to list a load of channels underneath this video of new people I've met and old people I saw and just people who helped me and people who I think are good creators. So go and check them out if you want to see better content than this. And who knows, maybe I'll make another video in the next 6 months. Probably won't. Thanks for watching. Battery's about to die. Ta-ra.